Well, hello, welcome everybody. It's Facebook Friday, impromptu Facebook Friday. So originally, because I was looking at my calendar, I'm like, oh, I have card class on May 9th, which is a Friday. We're going to be out of town last week on the 16th. This weekend is Memorial Weekend, and we have this huge, well, huge, let's put it in relative terms. For Alma, it's huge, Highland Festival event. Mike came up last night. I've been working away, trying to actually get my yard cleaned up. So yeah, there's been a lot going on. So anyway, I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to pull off doing a Facebook Live today, so I didn't commit to it. And then all of a sudden I'm like, you know what? I need to say hello to everybody. So let's see, I'm going to do my little swipe over and swipe back, so hopefully I can see. I know it's a different time than we are normally. Jerry, hello, than we are normally live. So we'll see if anybody's got availability this afternoon. Obviously, you can always catch this live later if you can't join us right now at impromptu 2:30 on a Friday. But I just wanted to share it with you guys. So I have my Orlando Stampin' Up incentive trip shirt. They gave all of us these shirts. So all last week walking around lots of different parks and at the resort and wherever you saw people wearing our Stampin' Up Orlando shirts. So I had to wear mine today for you guys for Facebook Live. It's such a pretty, I don't know if you can kind of there, if I hold that up. It's such a pretty motif. And let's see what else. Oh, well, we have, so same kind of goes with it, right? These were the name tags that we received with the beautiful, like even the lanyard is very pretty too, right? So that whole, I'm going to call, this is kind of a Lost Lagoon color, I would say our shirts were. This might be maybe more of like a pretty peacock on here. Oh, and then these were kind of fun. These cute little, it's like a little wristband. So I don't know, Lily actually put it together. I don't even know if I can do it, but pretend this is on my wrist. And then do you see, oh, that's kind of cool how it shines on there, right? Kind of lights up. So these were purple wristbands that we all received on our way to Animal Kingdom for our farewell party on, I guess it would have been Saturday night. So evening time, we didn't go until it was dark. It was probably, I think buses started taking us over at like 8 o'clock. It must get dark a little bit earlier there now that I'm thinking about it than it does here in Michigan. Anyway, so we're all walking around with these fun little purple light up wristbands. There we go. Isn't that? Oh, and it actually says Stampin' Up too. That might be, I don't know if that's backwards or or forwards, but anyway, so that was kind of fun just seeing people like milling all around. They, what did they do? It was called Pandora's World Avatar. You can tell I'm not a huge Avatar Pandora World buff. So I'm not sure if I'm getting the lingo right, but it just so pretty. And the cool part was, like they said, generally I think the park closes at like 7 o'clock. So most people aren't even there at the park in the evening time to see it like in the dark. So that was especially cool to kind of walk around and kind of get a very different feel. Lots of like twinkly lanterns and the lights, and lots of yummy desserts. There were a couple rides that we could ride because they basically like, you know, petition, well, I don't know. However, you couldn't even figure out how to get, there were other parts of Animal Kingdom, right, that we could have normally gotten to, but they kind of just keep that one little area just for us. So that was really, really cool. I went on like the simple ride, I would say, the kind of just floating through the river, and now I'm going to draw a blank on the name of the river too, but it's in the movie. If you guys haven't seen the movie, it's a long movie. It's these super tall blue people. I don't even know if they're considered people. But anyway, it's actually a really cool movie. And it's like on the tip of my tongue, the river that we were kind of floating through. I can't think of it right now. But then anyway, there was another ride that you could go on that I did not go on because I am definitely prone to motion sickness. But Mike and my son Cade went on it and they said it was awesome. So it was kind of like I didn't see it, but my kind of understanding is it looked maybe like a bike, but then you're actually riding on, I call them like pterodactyls. I don't know, whatever they are in the movie. That's kind of what it looked like to me, but they're like, you feel like you're like flying through the air on one of these animals. And they said even, you know, like your legs are on either side of this, and it kind of moved like the animal was breathing, and then you're flying through the air in the Pandora world. So I guess it was very cool, but like literally you're just sitting on this bike basically, and it's kind of tipping you around and moving you, and you're seeing all of this. So it sounded really cool. I would have loved to be able to ride that, but I also know me, and that that probably wouldn't be good for anybody. So anyway, I'm like lived vicariously through them on that ride. But it was just so much fun. We had such an amazing trip. And I wanted to get on and say thank you all too, because I just want to make sure that everybody knows how grateful, how thankful I am for all of your support of my Stampin' Up! Business, whether it's hanging out with me here on Facebook Live, whether it's coming to classes, participating on our Facebook group, putting orders in, sharing projects that you've made, whatever it is, it all makes a difference in kind of the community that we have, that we are building and creating here. And that was one of the, probably the biggest points that I took away from this incentive trip in particular, was kind of to like refocus on the connections, the friendships, the community that is built when we share Stampin' Up! With others. Then you can kind of focus on the products, because it is obviously a sales model, kind of a business. That's what we're in the business of, as are most companies, right? But to really focus on those connections with people. And I just thought it really struck a chord with me. And so I just wanted to make sure to kind of share that with you all, and kind of, again, say thank you and show my appreciation for, again, the community that we have built here through our Facebook group. And if there's anybody that you think would be interested in becoming a part of our Facebook group, or coming into classes, or any of those things, I was talking with the girls at our team meeting the other night, and I think a big thing is just kind of looking around and seeing people that you think might need a friend, might need a hobby, might need a community to be a part of, might be feeling some sort of loneliness or something, that you could help and share and offer them this opportunity also. So I loved that message, and I wanted to make sure to kind of pass that along to you all as well. So, so what I really wanted to show you guys was, well, yeah, I'm going to flip the camera down actually, so like I said, this is a very not typical Facebook Live, but I wanted to show, we got this awesome, kind of, what is it called? Actually, it is a Make a Memory Scrapbooking Kit. And I thought this is such a cool kit. They actually showed us some projects that they made with it. I have literally, like, I've flipped the box open to pull it out to take a picture with, but I haven't opened it any further than that. So I thought it'd be kind of fun to just open this up and see what's inside, and kind of share it with you guys. So let's flip the camera down, but give me 1 sec, all right? Did you want to share anything on Facebook Live about the trip? Or are you right in the middle of things?
No, I'm right in the middle.
Okay. All right. That's okay. That's okay. All right. Okay. So we are gonna.
Banshees, though.
What are they called?
Banshees.
Banshees. Okay. I knew he was listening to my little, well, parts of it. Anyway, they're not pterodactyls. They're banshees. That's what they were riding on that ride. Okay. All right. So we are going to flip the camera down, and I'm going to show you some fun stuff. Okay. All right. And let's see. So I'm still not getting any comments or anything. So let's see if I kind of do that. Maybe there we go. Okay. All right. We've got this right here. There we go. Hi, Linda. Okay, let's see. I'm trying to read the comments as they're all kind of popping in now, of course. Okay, yeah, all right. So Jerry, oh, love the scrapbook pages. I'm glad, Jerry, you should come back and join us at scrapbook class anytime. All right, let's see. Oh, Linda has an appointment. Okay, watch the replay. Sorry to miss. I know. Well, I kind of sprung it on you guys too. So, and hello, Miss Trish. Thank you guys for hanging out with me today. Okay, so let's see. What if I Okay, so what I want to show you guys, well, here's the cute, this was our name tag that we walked around with. So it was kind of fun. You know, you meet lots of people. There were about 300 of us, I would say, on the incentive trip. I think maybe about 350 demonstrators actually earned the trip. So maybe 50 of them were not able to come for whatever reason, so cashed out rather than making the trip. But yeah, we probably had, I don't know, I always guess like 1,000 people because it's 300 achievers. You can bring another 300 people just because it's a 2-person trip. And then like I brought my 2 kids. Some people don't bring any extras, but I don't know. I guess I kind of am guessing maybe around 1,000, 750 to 1,000, I would say. So there were a lot of us. Okay, so first of all, what I want to show you guys, because this was just announced, and I'm going to have to put my glasses on too so that I can see this as well. Here, let's see. We go like that, right? Okay. So this is a virtual album retreat. This is something brand new. So totally separate from what I'm going to show you over here in this box in a sec, but kind of related, right? So it is an actual album that you can make with Stampin' Up! From July 16 to 18. So in a couple of months, right? We got a couple of months. It says during this event, you'll make a 12 spread, so 2 pages, so probably 24 total, album using the month-by-month album retreat 2025 kit. So there's an actual kit that they're going to sell. Everyone who purchases this kit will get access to an exclusive Facebook group where the live event will be held. To learn about the month-by-month album retreat 2025 kit and the virtual album retreat, go online to Stampin' Up! Website. So it is a hefty fee. It is a $250 fee, but again, you're going to make 24 scrapbook pages. And then they actually, I'll kind of, if I can zoom in as much as possible, right? So there are January and February. There are March and April. Then we've got May and June, July and August, September and October, and November and December. And the way I understood when I read the details on this is if you are not available on those dates, so if you cannot join physically on July 16 through 18, there's going to be a Facebook group that videos will be shared with tips and tricks on how to put all of these pages together. You'll have access to that. Basically, once you put an order in for this item number for the virtual album retreat, you will be able to have access to the Facebook group. So it's an awesome idea, right? You end up with this huge scrapbook that then you can add your pictures to. I like to do it kind of later at my convenience, put the book together. That's what we do at my scrapbook classes as well. So awesome idea, something new that they haven't done before. So I wanted to make sure that you guys know about that. It should be available, I think it's at the end of this month, actually at the end of May. So coming up in probably next week, you could order this kit if you're interested in doing that. So wanted to make sure you guys knew about that. And then also, okay, so let's see. Again, this was a box, so all attendee giveaway for the Stampin' Up! Incentive trip. So everyone that was there at general session received this Make a Memory scrapbooking kit. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to kind of, all right. Oh, so good. They give you instructions right here. Right, so this is going to be tricky for me because I'm trying to show you guys on the camera, but then I can't read it very well. It's like I want to move it away. But here, this is what I showed as kind of a teaser. So let's open this baby up and see what is inside. Let me grab some scissors here. And so I have like the sniffles, kind of have this cough that actually started before we went to Disney. I thought it was going to go away while we were there. And then I think just being around so many people with all of their crud and ick kind of prolonged it. So yeah, and then working outside today, it might be allergy related too. So if I sound a little nasally, that is why. and don't have quite as much energy as I was hoping I would have, which is kind of a bummer because I always try to be as enthusiastic as I can on these lives. So here we go. This is the little instruction sheet. So we're going to open this up. Let's see. You guys can kind of see right there, right? So it's going to give us, okay, so let's see. We've got 1, 2, and then number 2, so 3 and 4, and then another set right here, so 5 and 6, I guess I would say, and then here we go back here. Okay, so maybe these are other ideas here too, right? So, and then this gives you kind of a list of everything that you get in this kit. So what it's telling you is you are going to, let's see, it actually doesn't show right here, does it? But they tell you what colors are coordinating in this kit. So basic beige, basic gray, cloud cover, crumb cake, darling duckling, gray granite, lost lagoon, petal pink, pretty peacock, secret sea, shaded spruce, and very vanilla. So we have a bunch of colors. Some of them are new in colors, right? Like cloud cover and secret sea. Oh, and darling duckling also. So, okay, I want to peek at this a little bit more here too, because all of these had numbers on them, right? We had 1, 2, 3, so it might be 3 sets of pages. And then this one, it doesn't have a number 4 on it, so that's why it's throwing me, but it looks like a couple more idea pages. So let's just open up. So they give you some tear and tape. That's actually a really generous amount of tear and tape too there. Okay, let's see, what do we have in here? It's not labeled, so we're going to just open this guy up and see. I will tell you, this is a kit that is going to be available. I think it's going to be an online exclusive. I was going to say it's either from the upcoming holiday mini catalog or our next round of online exclusives that are going to be available in July. So I'm thinking this is a July kit. I'm pretty sure now that I'm saying that that's what they actually told us at general session. But don't hold me for positive for sure on that, but I'm pretty sure it's July. Okay, so these are, it's kind of like pieces of designer series paper or our memory keeping cards. They actually, normally they are two-sided, so these are not, right? So you don't have to flip any of these over, but these are very pretty. They give you some mini glue dots also. Look at, these are beautiful though, right? So you could just kind of add these to your pages, or you can cut them up, use them like designer series paper and cut them up into smaller pieces if you'd like. Beautiful, right? Lots of pretty patterns, very kind of soft muted tones. I'm actually seeing like you could maybe even use this. Oh my gosh, yeah, like look at this one. This is like a baby. That's what I was going to say, and then I just got to those little hearts, right? Doesn't this look like you could make like a baby album, like first year baby pictures or something, or little kiddo pictures? Very, very pretty there, right? Okay, then what else do we have? Let's see, we're going to do another, going to keep swiping over and back here to keep filling these in. Okay, so this, oh, this is interesting. It's funny because I saw this, wasn't it kind of on one of the pages, and we took pictures of the examples that they shared with us. Let's see, now I'm not seeing them. Was it on this one? Yeah, now I'm not seeing it. But I thought they cut these strips, but it actually is a piece of paper that looks like it's got cut strips on it. And then there is, okay, so these are all single-sided also. Okay, so there's one, right? And then there's another. So you could maybe even just use part of this and put it on the top or bottom of a page, right? We've got this guy right here. Oh my goodness, check these. Oh, okay, so these are perforated, so these you can just pop right out. I want to be careful because I don't want to pop them out just yet, but yeah, that's the idea with these, is that you could actually just pop those right out and put them on, use those tags and little pieces. Oh, so pretty. Yeah, this is totally a baby album. Thinking this would be great. You could buy this kit and put it together and give it to someone for like a baby shower gift. How fun would that be? Oh my goodness. So here are some more of the die cuts, right? I'm going to flip that around. Then you can kind of see with the tags, right? So some little labels. You can do some journaling. Oh my gosh, so cute, you guys. Okay, and then we've got that one. So lots of really kind of simple muted pages also that you could just truly use, which is what they have done here. When you look, like this is one of these pages that I've flipped by. Actually, all of these are. So they're using, like normally I would use a plain like white or crumb cake or basic beige base or even a color. Well, they are using, with these kind of muted tones, they're using 12 by 12 cardstock that is not kind of single color or single tone, which is a great idea. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait to put this kit together. I'm seeing as I'm going through this that it would be probably more than we could do on the live today. Oh, that one's a repeat too, isn't it? Okay, so it must be, maybe there are, a lot of times they give you a list of the contents, and it doesn't look like they just gave us. Yeah, so we've got a few die cut sheets and then some more die cut sheets. We got a bunch of 12 by 12, those pieces that I already showed you, and some adhesive. So they don't really give you, oh yeah, this is where we saw there was a cute bike on one of the pages. So what I'm referring to is Stampin' Up! Concept artists put pages together kind of above and beyond what we have in these pages right here, and they had them on display for us at the Ascensive trip in Orlando. So I took pictures, and that's just what I'm remembering is this cute little bicycle right here that was on a page, and that little camera also. The fun thing was that they made cards out of these things too. So you could put a whole scrapbook together, and you're probably going to have some of these pieces left that you could use to make cards with as well. So I see they're just kind of including them in between the paper so that things stay together. And then this was kind of funny because they said it's in 3 different languages, right? Because they said, well, there are a couple pieces that you wouldn't use, maybe the other. So maybe German and maybe French. So that was the funny thing, was obviously I can read these, right? So, and these are like, I think they are stickers. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, so you're going to peel those off. Happy Smile Love Day. Oh, so cute, right? Currently loving on this day the best. These are the moments, the little things, the story. This is us. Enjoy the now. Collect the memories. Oh my gosh, so many great sentiments, right? So then they were jokingly saying, well, you probably need to go to France, maybe go to Paris, and then you can use these right here to make your scrapbook from your trip to France, right? Thought that was kind of cute. Or maybe to Germany, you can use these right here. And then there are some beautiful leaves here also. So beautiful kit. You can kind of, hopefully your wheels are turning a little bit, all the possibilities of things that you could create. And again, you can start with, actually it goes this way, right? You could start, I think these are just extra ideas, right? So again, they give you these 3 layouts right here and kind of tell you what you need to put them together. Or once you do, like, that's how I like to do things, right? Is kind of maybe follow this map to kind of get started, get my creative juices flowing. And then you're going to have a ton of pieces and things left. Kind of got your mojo, your creative mojo going by putting these things together. And then you can kind of just keep going from there. You can make more scrapbook pages. You could make cards. You could make like a home decor piece and put it in a 12 by 12 frame. So many ideas with all of this cute coordinating. Oh, look at that's beautiful, right? Definitely for a baby. I think you could totally use this for baby pictures, right? Love it, love it, love it. So again, this is called the Make a Memory Scrapbooking Kit. I don't see an item number on there. Let me see. I think there's going to be one on this box. Did you hear my back and legs creaking as I tried to bend down? I threw this on the floor thinking I wasn't going to need it anymore. But it is item code 165638 is what you will need to order this Make a Memory Scrapbooking Kit. Again, I think it is next week. It will be available end of May, right? The other, I want to show you guys, I've got a couple more things. I thought might as well share these with you guys also since they are right here on my craft table. So if you follow me on Instagram, also, I shared a video of the prize wheel that we get to spin every day when we go to the hospitality room. So basically that is a room that they have in the conference center. So we got to stay at the Grand Floridian Hotel. You guys, this hotel is absolutely beautiful. If you're familiar with Mackinac Island, I think the exterior anyway, haven't been inside the Grand Hotel, honestly, or maybe I have a little bit, but not in the rooms. But my point is, I think the Grand Floridian looks kind of like the Grand Hotel on Mackinac Island from the standpoint of the beautiful white. It's sprawling, not quite as sprawling as the Grand Hotel, but in a different way, I would say. But beautiful white exterior with the red roofs, lots of kind of peaked roofs, lots of kind of Victorian detail, I would say, without being over the top Victorian, very kind of simple, beautiful detail in that too. So an amazing hotel that we got to stay at. They have a convention center, which I think is kind of one of the requirements. They have to find somewhere that can hold all of us, right? Which is not always the easiest thing to do. And so then basically one of the rooms is the hospitality room where they have Stampin' Up employees from the home office and the corporate team. Somebody's usually there from the corporate team too, to help us kind of with whatever we need, if we have any questions or issues or anything. And then it's just a place to gather more than anything. So you'll find other demonstrators in there just kind of hanging out, chit-chatting. They always have little snacks and treats and all kinds of fun stuff. And then the prize wheel that we get to spin every day. So these were the prizes that I received while we were there. So I think it was I don't know if it was the very first day, but I'll show you guys this one because again, this was what I received when Lily spun the wheel for me. We got to pick. So the wheel has different kind of pictures on it, and then there are 3 different bins with, if it's this picture, there was like a penguin, a shoe, or a boot, and something else. So anyway, but if there's another part on the wheel that if you hit that spot, you can pick anything that you want. And so they had done a demonstration at our general session with this Perfectly Pairs. There's a stamp set, there are dies, there is designer series paper. I think this is online exclusive, again, should be available in July. But so this was one of my fun prizes that I got with the pairs. They showed some beautiful projects with this. And this week, watch for, I'll be sharing pictures of swap cards that I took pictures of on the boards, and then some of the projects that they demonstrated for us at the general session. I'll be sharing those as well this week right here on our Facebook group. So anyway, this one was super cute though, right? We've got this okay, Jerry's asking the question. So this is not the July Facebook group. You can do these pages with your, yes, yeah. So Jerry, sorry, the comments for whatever reason aren't showing up, but this one it's 2 different things if I confused you guys. So we've got this virtual album kit. This one is 12 2-page layouts, right? So we've got all of those pages right there. So this one, totally separate. This again is called, what were they saying it was? The month by month album retreat. It's a virtual album retreat. So this is one thing that is available in the middle of July. And then this is a separate kit, totally unrelated from that virtual album. So this one you should be able to order, like I said, the very end of this month, very end of May, it should be available. So 2 separate things. You can follow along with the project ideas that they give you in the instructions, or you can make whatever you would like. So a couple of different options there for that one. Okay. And so, yeah, then also if you wanted to order this scrapbooking kit, maybe you would be interested in getting this Perfectly Pairs stamp set too. This won't be available until July though, July online exclusives, but cute set, right? So there's a congratulations, hello, a good friend is a gift, thank you, and friend, and then all that. And I love the 2-step stamping, right? Where you stamp the outside and then you kind of stamp this on the inside and fill it in, right? So you don't have to color if you don't want to, you can. They kind of showed a fun technique where they inked up most of the stamp in one color and then they kind of use, maybe it was yellow or green on most of the stamp, and then they used kind of a pink to show like a more ripe part of the pear. Really, really pretty. They just kind of used a little sponge dauber and add a little bit more ink. So lots of different ideas with that stamp set. I'm sure you're going to see some super cute ideas with that. Then as well, this was a fun fan. Now, I'm not sure if I have already worn out the batteries or if I broke it already, but it's supposed to be a handheld fan. It's just not like spinning for me right now. Haven't had a chance to do any more investigating on that. But this I thought was going to be great like at the parks, 95 degrees down in Florida, handheld fan. Would have been really, really handy to have if it were working. Then I also got these cute note cards and envelopes. These are called the Christmas Greetings Mix and Match Specialty Cards and Envelopes. It is item number 165908. These will also be available online or in the holiday mini catalog in July. So we've got, look at the cute, you can kind of see that gold accent, right? So we've got some pretty garden green and some crumb cake. So those are the envelope flaps. And then here are the cards. You're going to just fold that just like that. And then there's the inside of your card. And again, we've got some garden green cards and some crumb cake cards. So beautiful. You could do some fun embellishing on the outside of these or just use them just like this because they're beautiful just the way they are too. And then lastly, so this is part of a suite. This is called the Autumn Toile Designer Series paper. It's item number 165882. Again, this is either online exclusive or it's going to be in the holiday mini catalog. There is a stamp set and a set of dies that is going to coordinate with this because those were the three options. My spin got me the designer series paper, but again, there is a kind of an autumn leaf stamp and die set as well. So these are some really pretty foxes. And then, oh, I love the stripes on the back of that one, right? Oop, actually, I forgot. I remember this, showing this at our team meeting the other night. It's 3 sheets of each of them. Isn't this beautiful though? With the kind of a harvest. Not ready for fall yet, definitely not rushing summer, but beautiful paper nonetheless. This paper is for the hunters in your life, I would say, right? There's some turkey, maybe some pheasant. I don't know, I'm gonna have to ask Mike what these animals are. And then I love that pattern too. But again, very kind of some masculine designs on there too. And then this one, this is very toile, isn't it? With the beautiful kind of outdoor scenery there, right? And then the backside, oh my gosh, yeah, these, I love the backsides of these too, right? So 3 of each of the patterns in that designer series paper pack. So there we go. So those were the prizes, like I said, that I received on each of the days that we got to spin the prize wheel at the hospitality room. I'm like drawing a blank on the name of it. So, okay, please let me know if you guys have any questions on anything that I've shared here. Again, I just thought I've got to come hang out with you guys for a few minutes, say hello. We will be back again next Friday for our traditional standard Facebook Live at 11:30. I'm sorry, I'm like seeing Jerry's message. The cost, Jerry, I don't know if I know that yet. And actually, when I typed the number in, it's not available yet, so I couldn't get it. So, I don't know. I don't even want to guess, honestly. But again, if you write down this item number, so Make a Memory Scrapbooking Kit, item number 165638. If you go to stampinup.com and just enter in that item number as soon as it's available, it'll pop up so that you can order it, and it will obviously tell you the cost there also. And again, that's for this kit right here, not anything to do with the virtual album kit. 2 totally different things. Okay. All right. So yeah, like I said, we will be back again live next Friday at 11:30 right here for our standard traditional Facebook Friday, Frillici Friday. So I hope you guys have a great Memorial weekend. We're going to go have some fun. So Highland Festival here in Alma, bagpipes. Think bagpipes and kilts, ladies. It's a fun weekend around here. Wish the weather was a little bit warmer, but we're going to just bundle up and go have some fun anyway. So hope you guys have a great weekend, and we'll see you back here next Friday. Okay, bye everybody. Thank you.